I've debated leading political figures, going back to Walter Mondale, Jesse Jackson, the head of the Civil Rights Commission. So I thought what I would do is try to spell out, just from my own experience, 4 or 5 key lessons of how to do a debate. What do you do to be successful in a debate? Well, first of all, it's really important to realize in a debate that you're not just debating the issue. This struck me one time while I was debating Christopher Hitchens. He's a lot of the things he says are somewhat nonsensical. They're nonsensical, but they're said in a kind of urbane way. Mr. Chairman, may I interject, and so on. But when you listen to the point, it makes no sense. But even though it makes no sense, here's Hitchens. He's got a glass of whiskey in his right hand. He sometimes has a cigarette in his left hand. He's got a floppy hair. He looks like a very bohemian. And you don't want people to watch this debate and go at the end of the debate, well, Dinesh made better points, but yeah, if I had to have a drink at the end of the debate, I'd much rather go with Hitchens. He sounds like a much more fun guy. No. You want people to go, that guy's a weirdo. I'd rather have drinks with Dinesh. So in other words, what I'm getting at is the debate is not just a debate of technical point scoring. It's really a debate about 2 rival worldviews as embodied in 2 rival personalities. And you got to keep that in mind. You're in a sense debating, you're bringing everything that you have to the stage. Number 2. An important lesson, and actually a good one for Trump. In a debate, always listen. And I say that because most people don't. They go in, they've got some note cards, they got some points, they're like ready to make their points. In some cases, they're instructed to ignore the question and just make your point. You get sometimes media tips that go like this. Regardless of what the questioner says, you should say, the real issue is, and then say exactly what you want to say. So they ask you a question about, let's just say, tax policy, or let's say something that's awkward. You just go, well, George, the real issue is, and then you go on and ignore the question, hoping that the audience will just kind of go with you. But that's not the best strategy, in fact. The best strategy is to listen carefully to what is being said and try to torpedo the heart of it. And that's important because a lot of times someone will make 4 points against you. Well, I got 4 reasons why Dinesh is wrong. And you're tempted to answer all 4, but you shouldn't. What you should do is listen to all 4 and ask yourself, of the 4, which is the one question that really resonated with the audience, where the audience goes, yeah, that's a really good point. I wonder how he's going to answer that one. Answer that point and that one alone.